We are going to go over how to build a route in the timeline version of LoadTrack. So I have opened the web version of LoadTrack, the main page. We're going to click on the top icon, which is timeline. It's going to open you to this. You can select a filter, or if you don't want one at all, you can just hit apply. For me, it's just opening this page because I don't have any filters. To build a route, you're going to hit this plus sign in the top middle. You're going to enter the load information. So the customer, who are you doing the route for? So I'm just going to do planning. And then type is what legacy company or peak legacy company. So I'm just going to do Thunder Ridge. Ordered by, who is asking for this route. I'm just going to put my initials, and accepted by who is entering the route. I'm going to put my initials again. Reference is a trip number. If it's an extra trip, you'd want to put in 5397. If it's a plant load, you'd want to put in a time or something that's going to distinguish that plant load or freight load. So I'm just going to put in 1 if it was a trip 1. And then comments, you want to put in the frequency and then maybe the trip number behind it. So if this was a Q7, we put in daily except for Sundays, and then trip 1. You want to do the check mark if you're ready to build it, or X if you want to cancel out. So I'm going to put the check mark. Now the first step, where are we going to? I'm going to type in Madison PNDC, hit tab, then it's going to automatically populate this information. The type is what are you doing at that stop. If you click on it, there's a bunch of different options. I'm just going to do pickup. For priority, you can do appointment time, which allows you to enter the date and the time, or you can do flexible time, which doesn't give you any of that information. So I'm going to do appointment. We're going to do it for today, and let's say this was at 23:30, and then the driver was leaving at 23:45. Because it automatically defaults 30 minutes in the system, it bumped the date to tomorrow. So we want to correct that and put it back to the 29th. And then you can either assign this to a driver now or wait till later. So if you wanted to assign it now, you could just click on the arrow and select a driver, or you could type their name in. And we're just not going to assign a driver. And then in comments, any helpful information for that driver when they get to that stop. So let's just say if we wanted that driver to go to door 17, we'd put that information in there. If you are ready to build this stop, again, hit the check mark, save this load, put OK. Now we have the start of our route built over here. We're going to add another stop, so hit this bottom bar. We're going to go to the Milwaukee PNDC, hit tab, and then again, you can do flexible or appointment time. We'll do appointment. Oh, type, we want to select what that driver's doing. We're going to do delivery, then appointment time, then arriving. We're going to have that driver arrive at 1:15 and depart at 1:30. So it automatically defaults for 1:15, and then we're going to change it to 01:30, hit tab. You can either assign it now or assign it later. And then in the comments, helpful information, so we'll just put in door 7. And then again, if you want to do, if you're ready to build it, or cancel for the X. So we'll hit the check mark, hit OK. Now we have our route built over here. If we go to this little $sign and then it'll say a piece of paper behind it, you want to click on that, and you want to put in the billing information. If you click the down arrow, it will give you all the billing types. We're just going to do rate per mile. Quantity is your miles for this type of billing. So we'll put in 74 from Madison to Milwaukee, and then what is the rate you're getting per load? So we're going to do $3, and then hit tab, and then it gives you what you're getting, the rate per, the total amount per load. If you're ready to accept that, again, hit the check mark. So now it has that applied. We can click on the map, and we see our route over here. If you had a bunch of different stops, this would be very useful to see if the order that you had those trips in makes sense. And then if we want to add a driver, we can click this bar over here where it says no driver and select a driver, and then hit the check mark. So now we have a route built in the timeline version of LoadTrack.